Welcome everyone once again to this channel. Today I am here. As you see me, how you see me now, I am in the cocoa farm. As usual, this is my farm. Oh God. Okay, so finally we are here, and we are here to share some great information that I want to give it to everyone by turn up or speed up your mind or speed up of the way you think. It has been a while that I've been seeing that the reason why we African or the continent that is Africa continent is a little bit suffering in a lot of ways is that we think in a different way whilst the other people don't think that. Why? Let's go and watch this.
First of all, I think Africa faces an identity crisis, and sometimes we do not seem to accept ourselves for who we are. And if we don't know who we are, then how are we going to find ourselves to see who we're becoming? You see, there are black people everywhere in the world. We're in America, we're in Jamaica, we're in Japan, we're in China, we're in America, and we're in England. But every black person that you find them tag themselves with another country. I'm Black British, I'm Black American, I'm Jamaican, I'm African American, I'm this, I'm that. So
after we think, how we do our things, how we see things to become, and how we see ourselves to become. You see, future is Africa. Africa is not the future, but future is Africa. Why? Because the way we think is the way we have been programming ourselves. But the reason is that we have trained our kids, our sons and daughters, to think in a way that they see themselves that they are the poor people ever. Okay. The reason why I intentionally
on a gold mine and still look for it. You're sitting on it. You don't have to be looking for people to come and show you that this is gold, this is oil, this is maize, this is that. Africa is blessed. It's blessed with different resources, different commodities, different stuff to be able to build our own sustainable economy and create a curriculum balance in our own economy, have a great state governance that will raise humanity with a different dimension. Africa is the UN. Africa is the only continent on this planet that you can have a white person as an African, a Chinese person as an African, an Indian person as an African, a black person as an African, Egyptian, Israeli, you name it. We are the real United Nations. But yet everybody's talking about unity. We can't unite ourselves with 10,000 different dialects. That's not going to work. The only way we're going to be able to unite ourselves is to be able to turn our own resources, our own minerals into production, into manufacturing, and industrialize our resources, our own commodities, and then start to build economy that will make us become sustainable with the global economy.
Shoot this video in cocoa farming. You see this thing here? This is cocoa, right? If you come to a continent of Africa, especially Ghana, every place that you put a seed, it will come out with the fruit. It will come out with the food. Here is a situation whereby we don't plant, but it come out from the ground, from the soil. Okay. We don't dig, but we get gold. People will come from outside to come here, all because of they need gold. But we don't need gold. Gold needs us. But you know one thing? I am here to urge everyone that we need to learn how to train ourselves how we think.
Look at education, look at leadership, look at the politics on the ground. These are all things that we need to revolutionize in order for us to get to where we all desire. I mean, it starts with what we learn in school. It starts with what we get in our heads. From there to the people that we should use as a reference point. Who are those Africans that are bold enough to stand and say, this is the continent, this is what we stand, these are the people we represent, and they see development for us. These are things that we do not see. And things need to change from the education system, from the leadership, and again, the models of development that we need to adapt. Many things have failed. In fact, this continent at some point is looked into as an experiment ground. And that is why when policies failed here, it is worse for us, it is bad for us, but then people learn from it. They develop in the outside and we start to lose. So what we really need now is to make sure that we have the quality education in the school system, we have people with good leadership credentials, potentials, criteria in offices, but people with vision. Politics is
How we think is the way it is destroying our dignity. We don't know how to cover ourselves. Being an African, we don't like the thing from our own people called Africans. Let's assume if I'm going to buy the product and they have written at the back of the product that it is made from Nigeria, it is made from Ghana, it is made from Gambia, it is made from Dubai, it is Dubai, you buy it. But when it is made from Gambia, Nigeria, Ghana, you not buy it. All because it is an African goods. But you know one thing here. If you're going to be an optimistic people, while we are going to think for the future, how the future is going to grow up and come out with a better news for our continent, that's where you're going to be the optimistic people. I'm urging every Ghanaian or every African, wherever you find yourself, that be an optimistic person. One thing that I've go and been a research, find that it is so great and heavy is that the only skin that we can never turn, no matter what you do, you can never be black. This means that black is natural. I can turn my body now to be a white person. Michael Jackson turned to be a white person, but a white person can never turn to be Michael Jackson. Why am I saying that? A new white person can never turn himself to be a black person. Nah, it can never happen. But a black person can easily turn to be to be a white person. One thing that we need to realize and need to go to understand that we have made in such a way that we are the natural people and we have the natural resources. As we don't need to dig, we don't need to beg, we don't need to force ourselves, we don't need to force and put more effort to things, but we will get things and it's going to be very cheap for us. The reason is that we have tuned up our mind in such a way that our mind is not set for things, but our mind it has been in a way that we are working for money, not with money work for us. Why am I saying we don't need to work for money? The reason I'm saying we don't need to work for money is that we being a Ghanaian, if we don't work for money and we try for money work for us, is the way of getting gold but not digging, getting cocoa but not suffering to get it. You will see Ghanaian, you will go here, farm, get this cocoa seed. You see the cocoa seed that it is there now. They will do everything as their best, and now they will send it as a raw materials. Why don't we sit down, find a way to produce, to manufacture, to come out with a product, a great product that will be money work for us? The way optimistic people think is they think ahead. Africans, we find it difficult to help our own young people. We find it serious to invest in our young people. But if we don't find it serious to invest in our young people and we invest in them, this is a way that we are going to find ourselves. We're going to find ourselves in a situation that is going to be a sample situation for us. That's when we are not going to force or work for more, but we're going to get more. Invest in our young people. Be an optimistic person. You will see a black person in a Chinese country, a black person in Dubai, US, UK. He will call himself, I'm white American, white, like he said a lot. Black American, black UK. You see all these things they will say. But you know one thing, the black is the black, and the black is Africa. Tune up your mind in such a way that you are going to be benefit from your continent and the benefit from your own people around you. God bless you and stay with me. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, like it, comment and share. Emotion is my channel, enhancing your personal development. God bless you. Love you.
I would like to change the mindset of Africans, which still boils down to education. Okay, the mindset, and I said it already, it's everything. The way you were raised, it's what you become. The habit you inherit in the beginning will make you in the end. So if your educational aesthetics is not good from the beginning, it doesn't matter how much luck you're looking for in this world. Success would always stay far away from you. So we really need to change the mindsets of our people, and that's why we're standing today as the youngest leaders of today, building the New Africa Foundation, the Freedom Movement, because we're speaking into the youth's mind, the people who are coming up, the likes of the 10-year-olds, the 5-year-olds, the 15-year-olds, who have a few more decades to explore life. I believe my future is in the hands of those people. I don't believe my future is in the hands of an 85-year-old man who has lived future already, cannot build a future for me. He's wise enough to educate me, to take me through his experience and share wisdom with me. But to say that he's going to build my infrastructure, he's going to build this, he's going to build my educational system, this guy is really tired. And I know by the time I'm 85 too, I'll be tired. I probably will not be speaking like this, but I'll have more experience. So it's really time for us to invest in the youth, and the youth needs education the most.